Hello everyone, my name is Shubham Rajaram Karade. Today is 10th February 2022. Today I am going to explain today's topic, that is the difference between for loop, while loop and do while loop. This is the original video. Now going to the topic. First of all, today we discuss about the difference between for loop, while loop and do while loop into the topic. First of all, discuss about the what is means by for loop. Before that, this is the original video. Now going to the topic. Uh, First of all, definition of a for loop. For loop provides a concise way of writing the loop structure. That means, unlike a while loop, a for statement consumes the initialization. That means, initialization and condition and increment, decrement in a one line. Thereby provide a shorter, easy to debug structure of looping into the for loop. Next one is a do while loop. Definition of a do while loop. Do while loop is similar to while loop, but the only difference into that, it checks the condition after executing the statements, and therefore the example of a exit control loop. Now discuss about the difference between for loop and do while loop. First one is in a for loop, statements is executed once the condition is checked, and in a do while loop, condition is checked after the statements is executed. Next one is it might be that statements gets executed 0 times, and in a do while loop, statements is executed at least once into the loop in a do while loop. Fourth one is next one is it might the statements gets executed 0 times into the for loop, and in a do while loop, statements is executed at least once into the do while loop. Next one is for the single statement, bracket is not compulsory into the for loop. On the other hand, bracket is always compulsory into the do while loop. Next one is initialization might be outside or in a condition box into the for loop, but in a do while loop, initialization may be outside or within the loop into the do while loop. Now next one is in a for loop is entry controller loop, but the do while loop is a exit controller loop into the do while loop. Now next one is the main difference between for loop, while and do while loop is, first of all, while loop checks for the condition first, so it may not even enter into the loop if the condition is false. Now next one is do while loop. In a do while loop is execute the statement in the loop first before checks the condition at least once. At least one iteration takes place even if the condition is false. Now next one is for a for loop is similar to while loop, except that initialization statement usually the counter variable initialization, a statement that will be executed after each and every iteration in the loop, usually counter variable increment or a decrement into the loop. Now next one is a difference between while and do while loop. In a while and do while loop difference, iteration statement allows a set of instructions to execute repeatedly till the condition doesn't turn out false. That means the iteration statements in C++ and Java are for loop, while loop and do while loop. The statements are commonly called loops. Now next one is the main difference between while loop and do while loop is that while loop checks condition before iteration of the loop, and on the other hand, the do while loop verifies the condition after the execution of statements inside the loop. Next one is further, the while loop is known as entry controller loop, but uh, the do while loop is called the exit controller loop in the loop. Exit controller loop is known as do while loop. Now, next one is this is the difference between uh, do while loop, for loop, and while loop into Java. Thank you very much.